Dear students, welcome to the next video tutorial on the data structures. In the last class we have dealt about the traversing an array or visiting each and every element exactly once to perform some operation on the linear data structure that is called as an array. In today's class we will be dealing with the searching an element. As you already know, searching refers to finding the location of an element in a linear array. That means a list of elements are already existing. From the list of elements that are already available, we'll be searching for an element. If it is existing, the search will be successful. If it is not existing, the search will be unsuccessful. In the successful term, we will return the position of the element where it is present or located in an array. There are two types of searching techniques that we will be discussing in this course. The first one is the linear search, also known as the sequential search. The second one is the binary search that we will be discussing. So in the today's class we will be exploring all the details about the linear search and we will be having a look on other aspects of the linear search. To get you introduced with the linear search, this is the simplest method in which the element to be searched, that is what we are searching, is compared with each element of the array, that is all the elements of the array are been compared. The comparison is been done one by one. That is from the beginning till the end of an array. So from beginning, that means we will start from very first index. The very first index will be from 0 and we will move from 0 to 1, 1 to 2, like that until n minus 1 till the search is successful or unsuccessful. Okay. Since the searching is done one after another, it is also called as the sequential search, because sequential means one after another. So the linear search starts comparing the element that I am searching for, and if the search element is found, then the search will be successful and it will stop. Let us look at the diagram. So we are searching for 33 in the diagram. So it will be compared with first element, second element, third element, fourth element, fifth element, sixth element. Then if the search element is existing, it will stop, it will not move further for the comparison and it will return the location of where the element is located or situated. So this is the very simplest technique in the searching methodology. It has some advantages and disadvantages also. We will be talking about the difference between the binary search and the linear search when we finish up the linear search and the binary search both. Moving to the algorithm, first we will talk about the legend. The legend says what variables we are going to use. Suppose we are using a variable A is the name of the array. So let A the name of the array which consists of n elements and ELE is the element that we are going to search for. What is the purpose of this algorithm? This algorithm is going to find the location where the value is stored. The value is stored under a variable called LOC and where the search element ELE is stored. Okay. So ELE is searched and it has been stored where the element is found. So we require the input for ELE, just we will be discussing about the algorithm. In the algorithm, the very first step will be initializing the location value is equals to -1. Can anybody guess why the location value is initialized to -1, why not to 0, 1, 2, 3, any number? Because the location that we are going to search cannot be from 0 to any number, that is n minus 1, because the element can exist at a place 0, the element can exist at a place called 1 or any place till n minus 1, that is indexes. So we will take the left hand side part of the index, that is minus 1, because there is no index called minus 1 existing. So location value will be initialized to minus 1, indicating or assuming that the search element what I am searching for is not existing. So what does the LOC is equals to minus 1 indicate? The LOC is equals to minus 1 indicates that the search element what we are searching for is not existing, is not present. So assuming that the search element what I am searching for is not present, the algorithm begins with an index called 0 and it will move till n minus 1, that is total number of elements minus 1. What is the size of the array that you are seeing in the diagram? The size of the array is, or the length of the array is, can be found by using the formula length is equals to ub minus lb plus 1. What is lb? 0. What is ub? Okay, 7. That is 7 minus 0 plus 1 is equals to 8. Totally 8 elements are present, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8 elements are present. So ub is equals to 8 over here. So the beginning will be 0 and it will be moving till n minus 1, where n is equals to 8. 8 minus 1 is 7. Till 7 it will be moving. Okay. So the very first value, I value is equals to 0. The element which is located at a place called A of 0 or array of 0 will be compared. The search element what we are searching for is 50 over here. Then it will be compared with 1. No. Then it will be compared with 2, okay, for equality. Then it will be compared for 3, okay, no. Then it will be compared with 4, okay. Then the match will be found. When the match is found, the location value will be initialized to 4, okay, that is index value will be initialized to 4. The search is successful now. So if the match is found, as you can see here, A of 0, that is 10 will be compared with 50. 30 will be compared with 50, 25 will be compared with 50, 42 will be compared with 50, 50 will be compared with 50, then the search is successful, both are matching. So this statement gets true. When it gets true, the location value will be initialized as 4. So LOC is equals to 4. When the LOC is equals to 4, then it jumps to the statement or step number 3. Go to step number 3. Directly it will jump here in the statement number 3. When it jumps to the statement 3, in the statement 3 or step 3, we have location value is equals to or greater than or equal to 0. Then I will print search is successful. The location value is been printed. Otherwise, if the search is unsuccessful, the location value remains minus 1. Then it will be unsuccessful. Now, because the search element is found at a position called 4, so 4 is greater than 0, true. So, we will print the value called 4. Okay. Then the algorithm will stop. Now, what if the search element is not present, it is not existing? Let us consider an example where I want to search for 70. Okay, first value will be compared. Is that 70 equals to 10? No, false. This condition will go false. Then, is that 70 equals to 13? No, considering this statement. Is that 25 equal to 70? No. Is that 42 equals to 70? No. Is that 50 equals to 70? No. Is that 28 equal to 70? No. Is that 72 equals to 70? No. Is that 63 is equals to 70? No. All the iterations are been finished. That means 0 to n minus 1 I have travelled, and the search element 70 does not exist in the list, anywhere in the list. So the location value remains as -1 itself. Then it will directly jump to the statement 3 without any conditional jump or go to statement. So the location value is -1. Is that -1 greater than 0? False. -1 is not greater than 0, so it will move to the else part. The 70 what we are searching not found is that search unsuccessful. Okay. So this is how the algorithm will be going to work. So before moving to the binary search, we will take up the example or the program related to the linear search and we will move ahead. Dear students, let us begin with the linear search program. We are going to include the header file. The first header file is as usual iostream.h. No special header files are required for this particular program. And next header file including conio.h will be included. We'll create a class. The name of the class we'll call it as linear. In the class, in the private section, we'll have the data members. The first is the array, which can store at most 100 elements. We'll take the size also. That is, n is the number of elements. I is the looping variable. ELE is the element to be searched. LOC is the location where the element is to be present or found. The next thing that we will be doing is having the member functions inside the class in the public section. So in the public section, we'll have the member function. First member function will accept the data, accept or read whatever the name of the function you want. Next thing is performing searching. Search function. The next thing that we will have is display or print. Display will fill it as. All these three functions need to be defined outside the class, so class definition has been closed. Now moving to the first function, the return type of the function is void. The name of the class is linear, spelling is important. Linear scope resolution operator, the name of the function is accept. Then we'll define it, cout. We'll ask the user to enter the element. How many elements actually? Okay, that is the size. How many elements? That is the elements to be stored. Endl to move to the next line. Input, the value of n will be taken as input. Cout. Then we will have the statement, that is different things that we need to take, that is enter the elements. So that elements I need to enter. Okay, the need of the elements is fulfilled by the loop beginning from 0. I will be less than number of elements n. I will be increasing each time, that is n. Cin will be taking a of I as input. This is reading algorithm. So after you have read the elements, then you have to ask the user to enter the search element. Search element, that means the element what you are searching for, search element you want. Search element, where it is stored, it will be stored under a variable called ELE. So this is all for the accept. Now the very much important, that is algorithm that we want will be fixed under the function called search. SEARCH, search function where the first thing that I will do is location is equals to -1. Location value will be initialized. So I'll travel the array from I is equals to 0. I value will be less than number of elements. Each time the value of I is increasing by 1. Within this, I will have the statement if the value at a particular location A of I is matching with ELE, that is search element, then location is equals to I, where the element is stored. And we need not to continue the program. For that sake, we have a break. Okay, you know the functionality of the break. The break functionality is to terminate the looping or a for. Then if the search element has been found, looping statement has finished. If it is found or not found, the value of LOC need to be checked. If it is greater than 0, the search element will be found. Cout. Okay. Location will print. Location is equals to where the location is stored, LOC. That is a search successful criteria. Otherwise, search unsuccessful. So this all we can do it, that is, you see this if and all this, we will do it in the display. Okay, we will not do it in the compute or search, we will do it in the display. So the function is been closed. Next we'll move to the another function, void display. The function, after closing the function, we will move to the another function, linear, LINEAR, linear scope resolution operator. Then we have name of the function as display is the name of the function. Open the curly brace. Now we have already typed that statement that I will paste it over here. Okay, if that is so, we'll have certain statements. If not, we'll have displaying statement, that is cout search unsuccessful. Okay, that's a statement what we want. Okay, so this is the display. Now of course every program needs to have a main method. The main method that we require will be created over here. So void main. The main method, first what we will do, we will create the object. Linear is the name of the class and L is an object that we want, and clearing out the previous output window, we need to call the function. The first function that we are calling is accept. Okay. The next function that we are calling is search. Okay, after that the next function that we are going to call is the display. Get ch. Finished. Let us save the program. Save. The name of the file that I want is name of the class linear.cpp. I'll compile the program. Okay, no errors are there. Then I'll run the program. Dear students, let us run the program. It is asking us how many elements we want. We'll enter 5 elements we want. The elements are 12, 9, 34, 6 and 7. These are the elements. I want to search for the element called 6. So 6 is located as a position 3. How it is position 3? Because it begins with 0. 12 is at 0, 9 is at 1, 34 is at 2 and 6 is at 3. Okay, that's a search successful one. Now let us run for unsuccessful. Let us consider there are 3 elements. 1, 2 and 3 are the elements. Each element will be entered by space. Let us consider the search element is 9 and it will display you search is unsuccessful because the search element is not found. Thank you.